from New York to LA and to all the ships at sea. This is news from across our nation, right through your backyard and up your asphalt. Coming to you from Gonzo Today's news headquarters, this is Memos from the National Affairs Desk. I'm your host, Doc Jeffurious Higgason. Let's go to press. Oh, yeah. Oh no, it's like a burnt plastic smell almost, right? Oh, hey, welcome to this week's edition of Gonzo Today's Memos from the National Affairs Desk. I'm Doc Jeffurious Higgason, your host. Please excuse the sound in the background. We had to spend a little bit of money and get ourselves a new transmitter. It's left over from the days of the Jack Benny show, but you know, with a few modifications, we retrofitted it, and by golly, here we are. It smells a little acrid, so we'll try to get through this without too many hallucinations, if you know what I mean. Okay, the news, yeah. Department of Health officials in Wyoming recently made the benevolently hasty decision to slap up a controversial billboard proclaiming that Wyoming has gonorrhea. The billboard has been removed from the street in Gillette. It was up for about a month, and pictures of it on social media forced it to go viral. Whew. The billboard, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The billboard was designed to encourage residents to get tested for sexually transmitted infections. Also resulted in numerous complaints to the department. Nobody's town wants to be associated with gonorrhea, but it is a serious issue. I believe it's something that a few celebrities would get behind. And of course the billboard was removed last week. Seriously, how many complaints could they have gotten? Aren't there like maybe 35 people that live in Wyoming? So maybe 4 or 5 complaints? I don't know. Really shouldn't try to do math at this point. Critics called for a more educational model for the campaign rather than the blunt message at the side of Highway 59. In mid-October, Molly Adami from the Wyoming Department of Health said, quote, obviously, some people are shocked, but it's getting attention for an important cause, which is what it was designed to do, defending the blunt approach that they decided to take. I think they should have been more like, symbolic, where they would have just like a rusty old pipe with something dripping. No? In weird science news, a Washington man who failed a paternity test for his child discovered a condition called human chimera led to his unborn twin being the child's genetic father. Whoa. Barry Starr, a geneticist at California's Stanford University, said he and his colleagues studied the 34-year-old man who failed a paternity test after he and his wife discovered their child did not share a blood type with either parent. The fertility clinic that helped the couple become pregnant insisted the man's semen sample was the one used to impregnate his wife, so, of course, the man took a genetic ancestry test, which found the man to be the child's uncle. Starr said the result was due to his being a human chimera, the result of the man absorbing cells from a deceased twin during the early stages of their mother's pregnancy. The man's sperm was found to be a 10% match to the infant, while the genes in his saliva, which were used for the paternity tests, were not a match. The geneticist said the case marked the first known instance of paternity tests being fooled by a human chimera. Quote, even geneticists are blown away by this, Starr told BuzzFeed. It's nice he talked to BuzzFeed. Karen Keegan of Boston previously made a similar discovery in 2002 when she discovered her ovaries held genes from an absorbed twin that passed those genes onto 2 of her sons. He also suggests reports of incidents could become more common as more people receive assistance from fertility clinics, which provide treatments that increase the chances of multiple births. And we'll have more right after this. Hopefully we can do something about that sound while we're away, you think? Huh?
Okay, mister, what do you have?
I'll have Sansa soup,
Yeah.
and I'd like dipsy doodles floating on the sides, hanging
Yeah.
for dear life. Don't get wet. Give me some dip, some derma, and some devil legs.
Yeah.
I'd like Michael Dunn with no feet.
Yeah.
To go, OJ, please. I like freshly squeezed grapes with the pimentos running beside them.
Yeah.
Tom, you're late for school. That's okay, Mom. I have nourishment from Adele. He can meet me. Finally, sled pie
Yeah.
with a Greek delight.
Well, a California startup recently did a study that discovered traces of human DNA in various brands of hot dogs and sausages. Clear Foods, located in Menlo Park, reportedly performed analysis on 345 hot dogs and sausages from 75 brands that were sold at 10 different retailers. And, surprise, surprise, nearly 14.5% of those products studied contained ingredients that were not included on the label. Huh? Although there's no evidence of a chimera conception here. But at this point, I would encourage you to let your imagination soar. As of press time, there has been no solid confirmation on the old lips and assholes theory from our childhood, but, we're still looking into that. Clear Foods said many of the brands tested had, quote, hygienic issues, which sort of leads me to think that maybe the hot dogs weren't washing their hands thoroughly after returning from the hot dog restroom. Yes, I do have jokes. Not very good ones, though. A spokesperson with Clear Foods explained that these harmful particular hygienic issues occur when some sort of errant, non-harmful contaminant is introduced to the hot dog. And in most cases, it just happens to be that the contaminant is human DNA, huh? Even the delicious alternative of vegetarian dogs can also contain traces of the weird meats. The Clear Foods report said of the 2% of the samples that tested positive for human DNA, 2/3 of those samples were from vegetarian dogs. And as you can imagine, or maybe you can imagine, this information is omitted from the packaging labels. 4 of the 21 vegetarian products were said to contain what might possibly be foreskin, fingernails, or just maybe plain old-fashioned boogers. Foreskin is a rare occurrence, but, it's a likelihood. Hey, get off my ass. I'm merely running you through the possibilities here, okay? Those seeking a less Soylent Green choice for their family's barbecue grill would do wise to maybe stick to the top 10 brands. Now we're talking Butterballs, McCormick, Eckridge, Hebrew Nation, Simply Balanced, Adele's, Jenny O, Boar's Head, Oscar Mayer, and O Organics. These brands were found to contain the least amount of contaminants and dead mafioso. In an effort to show that they're not just a bunch of hard-hearted, cynical nerds out to ruin one of the country's most beloved foods, Clear Foods even gave Oscar Mayer's Premium Jumbo Beef Franks the auspicious top honor as the best hot dog in the test results. Janet Riley, president of the the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council in Washington, D.C. Yeah, folks, I didn't know that. There is a National Hot Dog and Sausage Council. Who knew? I didn't know. Miss Riley responded to the report in a statement saying, quote, "It's easy to leave a human trail behind. If we tested people, there's a good chance that we might find a beef, pork, or poultry cell on them just simply from spending time in their kitchens. But because the meat and the poultry and hot dogs are regulated and inspected by the USDA, by the way, vegetarian products are regulated by the FDA, okay? Anyway, back to Miss Riley's statement. She says, "We are confident that they are safe and wholesome, and that by any reasonable standard that they are what they say they are on the label." End quote. I could really go for a chili dog right now. If you had a chili dog, I would take a chili dog from you. Just, hold the dandruff and the toenails. Oh, hey there. Hey there. Oh, hey there. I didn't see you come in. I'm Doc Jeffurious Higgason, Gonzo Today's broadcast production manager, host of Memos from the National Affairs Desk, staff writer, resident freelancer, and what have you. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of donating to Gonzo Today. The Gonzo Today web magazine, your #1 source of Gonzo journalism, literature, art, music, poetry, newly fangled ideas, whiskey, and firearm reviews, but, never at the same time. Seriously. We're responsible people. Our webpage is constantly chock full of the best by the new generation of truth tellers. However, this amazing thing functions on the shoestringiest of budgets, folks. But it still happens. Somehow we do it. Oh, it's rough. It's stressful. God damn it, is it painful sometimes. And this is where you come in, our loyal army of weirdos. You may be asking yourself, hey, how do I get involved, is what you might be asking. And unlike many things in life, the answer to that question is easy. Visit us over at www.gonzotoday.com/donations and send us your money. Ta-da! Who's the big winner? You're the big winner. Donations go towards the cost of hosting the site, paying staff expenses to cover stories, and carry out our little jovial artistic projects to bring you more of what you want to see. Oh yeah, we know what you want to see. www.gonzotoday.com. The Weird Just Turned Pro. We just need a little more dough. Donations are not tax deductible under 501c3 status, but there are a number of state and federal deductions that may be available for some donations. Yeah, coffee. Well, there you go. That does it for this edition of Gonzo Today's Memos from the National Affairs Desk. I'm your host, Doc Jeffurious Higgason. Thanks for checking us out. We do appreciate it. Come on, check us out at the web, www.gonzotoday.com. It's there. It's there for you. Come look at it. We put stuff there for you to look at. Gonzo Today, Memos from the National Affairs Desk, copyright 2015. Gonna leave you with this one right now. A weird night in southern Illinois. Here's Pink Flood and the Magenta Tide with yours truly playing guitar and singing this one. Here's Tickle Your Feet. I hope I just maybe tickled your metaphoric feet. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Well, come on now, baby. Let me whisper in your ear. Well, come on now, baby. I think my message is clear. Well, come on now, baby. I love you, love it so sweet. Well, come on now, baby. Let me tickle your feet. 'Cause you got all the love I need. Like you're a dog and I'm a tree. But let your love rain down on me. All I wanna do is tickle your feet. Get out of your seat. Well, come on now, baby. You gotta jiggle that meat. Well, come on now, baby. Why didn't I be the treat?